Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have something special from Sakura Co. So we do technically have two different sweets, but they were listed together pretty much everywhere, including in the culture guide. So I'm not sure how often this has really happened. It feels like it's happening more frequently, but Sakura Co. has been sending us wagashi. So if you're familiar with it, you might already know. But if you're new, hi, thank you, welcome. But wagashi is traditional Japanese sweets, and they're generally just these little exquisite works of art. As you can see, these are trying to get the glare from the light off. These are particularly beautiful, and that's very normal. This is very typical of wagashi. They're these tiny edible works of art, and they are, the art of wagashi has been going on for literally for centuries, for several centuries. Some of the treats that we've gotten are things that are like 400 years old in their practice. If you aren't super familiar with it, I highly recommend seeing if you can find elsewhere on YouTube, like a wagashi maker, watching them make these sweets. It is astonishing just how much skill and craftsmanship goes into creating these. They are these tiny works of art. So I am a huge fan, though we've been getting more and more of these. And in this case, we got a pair. So Momiji is maple leaf. So that is this one, and it is a sweet jelly around yokon. So that's what the center is yokon. And yokon's one of those words where I've run into it a few times, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head, so I actually looked it up. It is also wagashi. It is red bean paste with agar, and yeah, you see it actually all over the place when you look in wagashi. But it's also just not something that we really, at least I personally have not really seen a ton of. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm also really excited about this chestnut. It is actually made from two different types of bean paste, and they're apparently layered. So I'm really excited about this. I like bean paste. I like red beans. I like white beans. I like it all. And also just this maple leaf treat. That shade of green is just absolutely beautiful. And like I said, if you watch some of the maker videos of this, they know precisely how to get the exact shade of whatever color they're working with. And the sheer, it is really, really absolutely worth your time. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Okay. Always have to figure out how to break into these. Haha. Always pop the seam, right? Usually I keep a pair of scissors over here, but they have wandered off. So since they always have been listing the Momiji first, we are going to start with that. Oh, these are just gorgeous. Genuinely, they are so beautiful to look at, and they're usually pretty tasty. At least I personally have found that I really tend to like the wagashi that we've been sent. Just sugarcoating, I swear. Oh, the light overhead is just too harsh for this thing. But it is just beautiful. That green with the yellow and the orange. That is amazing. So the agar, and I know I'm mispronouncing it, it's spelled Agar. It makes it kind of, it gives it kind of a jelly texture to it. So the yocon and the jelly uh, outer layer, the green, the white, they all have the same texture. So your teeth just glide straight through it. It is very, very sweet. Wagashi, traditionally, you have it as part of the tea ceremony, and the tea is extremely bitter. And so the wagashi are these small works of art that are extremely sweet to balance out the bitterness of the tea. Um, that sugar coating on the outside gives it a slight crunch that is different from the jelly and the yocon that your teeth just glide through. It's really kind of pleasant having that there. So moving on to our chestnut, which I am also really excited for. Uh, they're so cute to look at, and they are really so tasty. Okay, so I'm gonna bite from the side just from the coloration. I want to make sure. I don't know if it's going to affect the layering or not. We're gonna find out. Again, my teeth just glide straight through this. It is a different texture to the jelly, but again, it's very, very smooth, very, very soft. Having the crunch of the sugar really, really helps. This is delightful. Honestly, I love both of these so much. They are both really good. Um, if you're somebody who likes some of these more traditional Japanese things, if you are somebody who likes bean paste shows up a lot in these. Not just these, but I'd say wagashi in general is something that you need to look into and kind of explore and try, because just the amount of history and tradition in them, but also artistry, the craftsmanship, uh, they're just, it is so cool. And the flavors are really, really good. It is absolutely worth your time. Sakurako, thank you for this trend. I genuinely appreciate it. Kochiso-sama. So to recap, we did our Momiji and Chestnut Wagashi, and they are both so, so good. Your teeth glide through both of them. They have sugar on the outside. That like crunch just kind of gives contrast. Both very, very sweet, very, very tasty. Highly recommend not just these, but really if you are interested in Japan and Japanese culture in general, these are kind of the treats that I feel like you should try at least once, just because wagashi is such a big aspect of Japanese culture when it comes to Japanese snacks. You will not regret it. They are amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.